Here in West Michigan, we all know that one of the best places to get all of your Halloween and costume needs is right here at the Kostume Room. But what you may not know is that the Kostume Room offers so much more.
In 2004, I was diagnosed with ovarian cancer, and I was scared to death. When I went to the doctor, I was telling him that I was spotting before my period, and he told me, maybe you're just going through menopause. So then a year later, I went back and I was still spotting, but it never got worse. And he gave me a pelvic exam and he felt the mass up inside me. It was very, very difficult, but I made it through. I had 4 treatments of chemo. I wanted a way to give back. And I was already giving back before I got cancer, but it was very difficult because I wasn't experiencing what they were experiencing. What I'm doing now is I'm a Wig Bank through the American Cancer Society. And this is my most favorite thing that I love to do, to help other women. And when I help them with their wig, it's like they totally change, their whole personality changes. I just love this. I just love helping.
I was diagnosed October 2012 on the 25th. I found a lump in my right breast and scheduled for a mammogram. The results for the right breast came back with nothing, nothing harmful. This is what kind of caught me off guard, was that the left breast, where I had felt nothing, there was cancer, and they found it. I didn't know there was anything wrong. I've had cysts on my right breast before in the past, but I've never had any cancer before. Both of my parents have passed away, so I didn't have a parental kind of shoulder to lean on. My support system came in the form of my child, my son. My other support system has come from reaching out to other people who have experienced cancer.
Michelle came in one day and she needed a wig, and I hope I did my best to help her too.
When I came into her store, I was still in the numb stage of really not quite sure what I was going to do. I was still not sure how my world was going to be changing. I started talking to Gayle. I asked her, I said, I heard that you had a wig bank. And then I started explaining to her why I was here. Immediately it was like she stopped doing what she was doing. What was important to her at that moment became me. Before we got ready to leave, I said, well, thank you so much. And I was just going to turn and walk away, Have a good day. She said, wait a minute. And she came around and she gave me a hug. And I cried because I needed a hug.
We've become good friends, and she's such a sweetheart, and she's doing so good. For me, it's just awesome. It's even hard for me to even express it because it just means so much to me, to make them happy.
It was like a woman not having hair on her head. The first thing you think is, you're ugly. And that is not true. Come and check out the wigs and pick a wig out. For crying out loud, they're pretty. Don't be afraid of opening yourself up and telling people that you have fear inside of you and this is what's happening to you.
If you or someone you know is undergoing chemotherapy and you're looking for a wig bank, come into the Kostume Room, where there's always room for giving back.